What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another Life Knowledge video. My name is Justin Alphabet. Go ahead and comment, like, subscribe below, and tell me what you enjoyed about this video, and share with a friend. Today we're talking about why you should be selfish. Alright guys, so today we're talking about why you should be selfish, and this is specifically for people who aren't already selfish. If you're already selfish and you got yourself, like you're good to go, you're taking care of yourself, then it's probably not for you. But if it's for those people who always put others before themselves. So if you're always constantly putting other people before yourself, if you consider yourself an empath, if you consider yourself a people pleaser, this video is for you. So I wanted to talk about the benefits and a little bit of a story about like why it's important to put yourself first. So on an airplane, when you're flying through the air and the seatbelt light comes on, turbulence starts to hit, people tend to lose their sense of they lose their sense of cognitive thinking. So it's your job to instill that cognitive thinking into your head before the event actually happens, which is now. If you're ever getting on a plane, you got to prepare before you do it. So what you're specifically preparing for in putting yourself first is, first, you buckle your own seatbelt before you buckle anybody else's. It doesn't matter if it's a child, an elderly person, it doesn't matter, because in the end, if you're not okay, then they won't be okay at all, for sure. You can't take care of other people if you haven't taken care of yourself first. So you're flying along, you put your seatbelt on, and you put other people's seatbelts on afterwards. Then all of a sudden the masks drop down and the pressure in the cabin starts to, the cabin pressure starts to go up or down or whatever happens in a plane. And the air masks drop down. Your number one priority when those air masks drop down is to put your mask on first. If you can't breathe, you're going to pass out and you won't be able to help other people breathe also. So your first priority is you. After that, you can help other people put on their masks and you can do that sort of thing, and that's totally fine. That's great. But you can't help other people if you don't have oxygen, if you're not safe. And someone else who talked about this was Jesus in the Bible. He gave this story about how it's about motes, which is spelled M-O-T-E, and he talks about how, like, if there's a mote in your eye, if there's something in your eye and you can't see clearly, don't try to get something else out of someone else's eye, And what he says essentially is, like, let's say there's a stick sticking out of your eye, like there's a big stick in your eye, or like a big piece of wood, a log in your eye. Don't try to help other people before you help get that out of your own eye, especially when, like, they have a piece of dust in their eye. If they have a piece of dust or something small in their eye, it's not as important as taking care of what's in your own eye. So pull the stick out, take care of yourself first, and then start to help other people. And there are so many times where empaths or people pleasers or young adults or just people in general put other people's needs and wants and things before they help themselves. And I'm here to tell you today that you need to stop doing that. Today's the day where you stop. Today's the day where you start taking care of yourself first. And I want to give you an example of something recently that I did for myself to do this, so you guys understand that I'm living what I preach, or walking the walk and talking the talk. I'm living what I'm preaching, or whatever. So in relationships, for me, typically in the past, I used to put the needs of the other person before my own. I would always put their wants, their needs, their desires before my own. For example, like let's say they wanted something nice. I would buy that thing for them, right? But I wouldn't buy nice things for myself. I wouldn't, do good things for myself. I would put other people's, wants and needs, because I was fine, like I'm fine. I don't need a lot of things. But what I realized is that I should be treating myself the same way that I treat people that I'm in love with or that I love, So go buy yourself something nice. Go take yourself out. Go to the movies by yourself. Go on a trip by yourself. Do those things that you want to do now for yourself, because you don't need someone else to be there if you love yourself enough. And if you don't love yourself enough, get to the point where you can and do those things. Buy those nice things for yourself. Buy yourself the nice car. Buy yourself the nice house. For yourself first. You don't need somebody else there to live your best life. You don't. It's your life, right? You don't need someone else to share it with you to make it good. It can be good now, today. So prioritize yourself. Put yourself first. Be selfish sometimes, because being selfish will help you and make you happier and healthier and better in the long term. Obviously, don't become overly selfish. Don't lose yourself in prioritizing yourself. But definitely put yourself as your top priority. If you're not good, then other people around you won't be as good either. Like we were talking about with the airplane. So figure out what it is today and comment below something nice that you're going to do for yourself that you typically do for other people. Compliment yourself, love yourself, take yourself out, do something nice for yourself, buy yourself something nice. Tell yourself you love yourself every single day. What are you doing for the people that you love around you, and start doing those things, those specific things for yourself, because that's typically how we project our love. Is we do nice things and show our love to other people in the way that we want to be loved. And so start doing those things that you're doing for other people for yourself. Thank you guys for watching. If you have any questions, go ahead and comment below. And have the day you deserve. Let's level up.